Hello, everyone. Hello, hi. Hello, hi, everyone. How are we all doing today? So, hello, Rav. Hello, Rav. Yes. Yes, it's very good to have you here. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. My good friend. My good friend Ravioli. He has so much to say. Right at the start of stream already, so much to say, Rav. Hi. Come here. So, my lovelies. Alright, I'll give the boy a smooch. I'll give the boy a smooch real quick. Scoop him. Smooch him. Smooch the boy. Smooch the boy. Hi, Merm. Yes, son boy boy son, the one and only Ravioli. So, we need to talk, okay? We need, before we get started, we need to talk. We need to have a conversation. Last stream was our first stream of the VTuber Summer Slam, and I'm very, very proud of us all. I really, really am, because I set a goal of $500, right? I wanted to get to $500 by the end of this event. This is the second stream. There are going to be 2 more streams in this event after this, okay? And we hit the goal that I set within 1 hour of starting that first stream, which is nuts, to be clear. So, what I have done is we're gonna do this stream. We have Of the Devil with my partner on Wednesday. We were initially planning on doing Of the Devil today as well, but they've been feeling kind of under the weather and a little bit exhausted lately. So they're taking it easy for today. But we're gonna be playing Of the Devil together on Wednesday. And on Friday, we're going to be doing we're going to be participating in the Minecraft build competition. They'll be all right, Bird Girl. It'll be okay. But they're taking today off, so we're going to be playing some Dark Souls today. We're going to be continuing our Dark Souls playthrough. But what I've done is I've raised the goal, as you can see in the top left. We now have a new goal. If we were able to hit $500 in 1 hour, do you all think we can hit 1,500 by the end of the week? That is the question I ask of you. This is what I ask of all of you. I've set up some new milestones as well. If we manage to hit $1,000, okay? If we manage to hit $1,000, I will set a day to do a stream where I will read my Arknights fanfic end to end, alright? I will do a live audiobook reading of my fanfic. And I'll do a whole stream of that. And it will go until I am done reading. And if we hit $1,500 by the end of the week, there will in fact be a Flawless Fae baking stream. So, those are the stakes right now. If you want some fun special streams, I've decided I'm not going to read my Arknights fanfic at all. It won't be read if we don't do it as some big project like this, okay? If you don't pull it off, if you don't hit 1,000, then I'm not reading that for you all until something else happens much later on. Who knows how long that could be, okay? So we got some stakes on this. You gotta put in the effort, y'all. I believe in you. Dahlia, you put in a lot. I totally understand. But, yeah, those are the current stakes for this SummerSlam is, if we do manage to hit $1,000, that's gonna be Arknight's fanfic read live by me that I wrote. God have mercy on us all. And at 1500, I will do a baking stream for you. I will figure out how to set up a camera in the kitchen. You'll get to see my tiny, horrible apartment kitchen. And we'll do some baking together. But for today, let's just play some Dark Souls, shall we? You can't be mentioning buttery lobster right now. You can't be mentioning buttery lobster. Not when I've only just found out that I'm allergic to shellfish. That's cruel. That's terribly cruel. I've only just found out I can't have shellfish anymore. 'Cause I'll die. Oh, I really should rename Shrimp Check. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. I say I can't have shellfish anymore. And what do we get? 2 Shrimp Check redeems. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is cruel. Okay, so we're gonna try and start the DLC today. Then we'll do Painted World after the DLC, and that'll be good. That'll be life. Cozy mode? Oh, well, thank you for the blanket. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, I'm really proud of what we managed in that first stream. And I'm very hopeful for what we can manage today. I believe in us. I believe we can hit the total we're shooting for by the end of the week. I think we can do it. This probably isn't the fastest route to get here, but it was the first one that crossed my mind, so it's where we're going. I gotta say, by the way, we've been doing really excellently as a team. How was the first stream? It was really, really fun. I enjoyed doing Gunpla building, even if it, you know, messed up my nails a little bit. It was really fun. I'm really proud of how much we were able to achieve. And honestly, like, the team overall, like, V Prisma and all the rest of Team Sandy, we've done some work. The team as a whole is at over 4,000 now. The team as a whole has funded over $4,000 for Gamers Outreach, and that's like pretty huge. I'm very proud of us all, is what I'm trying to say. I think we're doing a good thing. I do Legos while I don't have long nails because I will eat them. Yeah, it was trying to pry apart One Piece. Genuinely, like, my thumbnail on my left hand was not doing great after that. I gotta say. I also have to say, I'm, in no small amount of pain today. I went for a run recently. I went for a run this last weekend. And as often happens when I do that, the old Ehlers-Danlos decided to remind me of why I don't do it more often. Hello, Golem. I'm doing okay. You know, we're taking a bit of a rest day today. But my body beat me up pretty bad for that. I went on a run to a nearby hiking trail, then walked the trail, and then ran home. That's what I did. Nice Golem versus 1000 degree knife. I think my oiter will do. Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay. Like, I'm very sore, but it was a good workout, and I've been trying to get back into running, so I think drinking that water made my throat worse somehow. There we go. There we go. Everything's fine now. Sounds like a nice run. It was nice. I enjoy writing. Isn't that blanket too much in the weather today? It is roasty toasty, I will admit. Chat has forced the blanket upon me. I had no choice in this matter. Also, hello and welcome to your first stream, Feathers Angel. Happy to have you here. We are doing some charity work by either clicking the link in the pinned message or scanning the QR code. You can give a donation to Gamers Outreach, which is a pretty cool organization dedicated to making hospitals just a little bit less scary for kids, which I think is neat. Alright, my lovelies, my lovelies. We're in the DLC. We're here. We have made it to the DLC. It is pretty neat. And we're immediately in a boss fight. Okay. Alright. Take it easy. Ah, right. Black Knight. Come here, kitty. Oh, immediate poison. Chill. There we go. The game is very loud compared to me. Okay, I can adjust the volume. Let's see. Let me see what my normal volume would be. That. Okay. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. I have made adjustments. My partner and I, in order to get things set up for streaming of the Devil together, we had to do some things. Because we only have the one office. We both stream in the same room. Let's see, is this where I came from? I think so. Yeah, looks like it. But because Lynn and I both stream in the same office, it's really hard for us to do any kind of collab together. So what we did over the weekend to test and figure things out is we added like noise gate things and all kinds of filters and settings and stuff, as well as hanging up a blanket on like a clothes rack thing between us. And so we should be able to stream Of the Devil together, but it means that I had to adjust some audio things that make me a little quieter here that I then have to adjust back. Hello, Fungus. And hello, Rav. He's looking at me.
Well, look at this one.
Hi.
In what faraway age hast thou come? Thy scent is very human indeed, but not in
Come
time.
here, Rav.
Ah, Princess Dusk's savior. Thine aura is
Come on.
precisely as she described.
Don't just sit there staring at me. I have to
thank thee
smooch you.
deeply for rescuing
And
her
it's easier
highness.
if you come willingly.
Princess Dusk is here no longer, snatched away by that horrifying primeval human. And so I must ask,
Okay,
couldst thou once more
he has
the
approached
savior?
enough for me to scoop him. What did she ask while I was looking away? I was preoccupied with Cat. I will gladly help save Dusk,
I am
definitely.
Elizabeth, guardian of this sanctuary.
We can les out with the
Something of a
mushroom.
godmother
You
to
are
Princess
so
Dusk.
right,
I
Polly
shall assist thee
Kraken.
to my utmost.
Objectively
I am
correct.
one with the sorceries of Ulasil.
Repair powder, okay. Oh, look at that.
May the
Neat.
flames guide thee.
What a nice lady. Honestly. What a nice lady. I like her. This place is interesting. We got some boys up above us, huh? We got some boys up above. Hello there. Nice pitchfork. Where does she keep the goods? Somewhere within the mycelial network, I'm sure. Like, she probably just keeps them in the dirt. In the dirt, underground. Hello there. Death. This place is so pretty. Is this like what led to Moonlit Butterfly, or? Guardian gauntlets. Wait a second. Wait a second, I think it is a weed. Oh, 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 oh. A foe doth approach. Oh! Shockwave, okay. Good to know. Great Chaos Fireball. Great Chaos Fireball. Oh, another one. Well, you're not very helpful at all, are you? No. No hit me with hammers. Ow. No hit with hammers. I would rather not be hit with hammers. It's just a true fact about me. I prefer not to be hit with hammers. Okay, honestly, these guys aren't so bad once you get to know them. They're not so bad. No, I'd rather not get hit with any kind of blunt instrument, really. I feel like a mallet is just a kind of hammer, so... Yeah, I definitely prefer not to get hit by one of those. Didn't know if FromSoft games could have such vibrant greens. Yeah, it's very pretty. I like it here. There we go. I had a pretty enjoyable weekend, to be honest. Obviously, I went for a run. I also went to a tea party. I went to a tea party. An actual straight-up tea party. Oh. It was fancy and wonderful, and I loved it, to be honest. British activities? Never call me British again. Not that being American is actually, like, any better, to be honest. It's all the Imperial Corps. Scheisse. If I hadn't whiffed my hit, that would have been amazing. But yeah, I got to, because a friend was having a birthday celebration at which he wanted to have a tea party. That was his desired birthday. And when I was told I could go to a tea party, I said, that sounds amazing. I will absolutely do this. Yes, please. And so I got the chance to go to a tea party. And... Hi, pretty. Siren. Siren. Charity stream. You're not wrong. Charity stream. Anyways. So, it was outside. In a lovely little garden. Whoop. And everyone brought baked goods. That's why I made my delicious lemon cookies. I made some lemon shortbread cookies. They were very tasty. Shears. Straight up shears. Okay. I made delicious lemon shortbread cookies. Highly recommend. They were very tasty. And there were cupcakes and scones of all kinds, and a variety of different teas to try, as well as little sandwiches and things. It was so good, and it was so cute. I had a great time, and someone brought it, like a bunch of, like, adorable summer, like, hats. And so I had, like, the cutest straw hat with a little flower in it on. Oh my god. Scones is pronounced with a short O. I have never heard anyone in my area pronounce it that way, so might be a accent thing. I could definitely see the Brits for whom we acquire scones pronounce it scone. I could see it being pronounced scone. But in my neck of the woods, in my part of the world, those are scones, boss. Okay. Yeah, I gave a lot of thought to my tea party drip. I ended up wearing this green romper with, like, ruffles around the collar that I think is very cute. There was that nice hat. It was great. It was a really cool thing that the friend who was hosting it did, okay? Or are you all just busy okay, well, I won't bother you if you're busy pruning. Is it okay if I grab this? No, you'll kill me for that. There we are. Are we having scone discourse in chat? Is it thundering where I am? No? No, it is not. There's definitely some interesting ambiance going on. I will agree. I can double check if a video started playing in the background on accident, but oh, come on. No? Yeah, that's right. You back off. I'm super intimidating. Scary Faye. It's true, I'm very frightening. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, no, the stormy ambiance does indeed seem to be coming from the game. But like the friend who was hosting, for whom it was his birthday, right? It was his birthday. Everyone was getting gifts for him. But he went out of his way to go thrifting beforehand, okay? And he got like a huge thing, a huge like box of fine china and teacups and just nice things, right? All these fancy tea supplies. Okay. Is there a bonfire near here? I don't want to go through that fog wall. But he went out of his way to get all this stuff. Specifically high. Specifically so that, like, we could have fancy place settings for everyone. And so that everyone who showed up would go home with a teacup and matching saucer. And so I got this really pretty, like, lavender-colored teacup with, like, a gold rim and a lavender saucer that goes with it. And the idea was we would make these little, like, bouquets in them. It was so cute. Y'all, it was so cute. Anyways, hi, John Bloodborne.
Let me guess. Snatched by a shadowy limb and dragged off to the past?
Yes.
Yes, of course. Exactly what happened to me.
Yeah, but I think you're from further in the future.
In this strange land.
I think you're from further ahead.
Now there are two of us.
Jonald Bloodborne. Sells arrows and consumables.
Did you happen across Knight Artorias?
No.
The legendary abyss walker from the old tales. Well, if you haven't, it's just as well. He's a colorless sort, if you ask me.
What is that? What does that mean?
So, what did that giant mushroom make you do? Not that I care. It's none of my business.
He's a colorless, like... Is he really pale?
So long.
Does he need to get out in the sun? Does he have 0% melanin? What do you mean he is a colorless sort? Explain yourself. Where am I? Come over. I've come back here. Okay. I remember where this leads. There should be a bonfire not far from here, right? They didn't have color back in... Right. That's why all the movies were black and white. I completely forgot about that. Alright, so I'm gonna rest at the bonfire, restock on Estus, and then go investigate that fog wall. The mysterious fog wall. Through which there most assuredly won't be a boss, right? There would never be a boss. I gotta restock my E. Very true. Kindle. And then... Kindle again. John Odysseus? Isn't that just Isn't that just Odysseus? Hang on a second. Out of curiosity, can Artorias be parried? Can you parry Artorias? No? Okay. I think it'd be pretty sick if you could, just saying. Just saying. Dark Souls devs. Go back to the first game. FromSoft, go back to the first game. Make Artorias parryable. Because I know Miyazaki's watching the stream. You don't realize this, but Miyazaki lurks in all of my streams. It's a true fact. So, Miyazaki, if you want to just go back, make some adjustments, I think that'd be pretty cool. These annoying gardeners keep trying to kill the fight. Yeah, it's messed up. It ain't right. It's just not right. I'm trying to help with the garden. Oh, hello, Greacher. Oh. Bye, Greacher. Goodbye. Hi there, Mr. Artorias. It's very nice to meet you. I know your dog. I'm sorta sorry about your dog, actually. Oh. Hey, I know that art of war from Elden Ring. Let's see, is that gonna end in an AoE blast? Yeah. Big damage. Big damage from Knight Artorias. He hits rather hard. You can knock him out of that? No. I have died. Hi, Para. Welcome in. I seem to have perished. Okay, honestly, so you can knock him out of his buff. In that case, I think we can take him. The goal has been updated, Para. The goal has indeed been updated. 1,500. I think we can do it. And in the event that we do, at $1,000, I will do an Arknights fanfic reading, live on stream, start to finish, my whole Arknights fic. And at 1,500, we will do a baking stream. We will do a baking stream. You'll get to see my apartment, which is tiny and sad. It's honestly not as bad as my old apartment, but it is still, like, you know. Yeah. Yeah, we do a baking stream. It'll be really fun. Whoa. Artorias. That was a little rude of you. Oh, big lunge. Okay. I need to heal quite badly, but I'm afraid to stop moving. There's There's one heal. Oh my god, Artorias? Give me like 2 seconds. Please let me heal. Thank you. Oh my. Artor! Let me up. Let me stand. Artorias, please! Where's the healing window? My bad. Oh my god. Artorias. Artorias, buddy. Buddy. Okay. So, what have we learned? What have we learned, everyone? We've learned dodge. That's an important lesson. We've also learned he won't let you heal. Ever. He won't do it. You're not allowed while he's in the room. You learn that I'm cool. Well, I mean, I already knew that one. I knew that one already, personally. Just do it hitless? Yeah, just do it hitless. Exactly, you get it. I just have to win the fight hitless. So here we go, I'm gonna do exactly that. I would argue that I dodged that, but what do I know? That thrust is a problem. That thrust is something I don't know how to deal with, honestly. Okay. Okay. Artorias. Artorias. There we go. I've learned how to heal while fighting him. Sort of, maybe. Artorias. Artorias. Cease. Cease. Oh my god. Oh my... I would really love it if I could play the video game Artorias. Just saying. Uh-huh. Okay, rolling that sideways isn't so bad. I don't think I can knock him out of that. I'm sure it might be possible. I don't think I can. I need to stop doing that. Artorias. I'm begging of ya. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do when the time comes is a little thing called Great Chaos Fireball from outside of distance. That seems like it'll work for me. That seems great to me. Deltarune tomorrow. No, no, no. When in doubt, Great Chaos Fireball. Exactly. Exactly. Great Chaos Fireball is everything you need. Did you know that Great Chaos Fireball? Deltarune, only 2 tomorrow away. Is this true? I feel like Deltarune's been imminent for a bit now, so I wait, horses? Sorry, hold on. Hold on, actually, no more Deltarune talk. Tell me about the horses. Tell me about the horses. I need to learn about horses. Not that I don't know a lot about horses already. Ow. I'm gonna be honest, when I first realized that the original plan for Of the Devil today wouldn't work, I strongly considered just playing Uma Musume on stream today. Oh my... Artorias. Artorias. Let me heal, let me heal. Let me heal, buddy. Let me heal, okay? I strongly disagree with that. I was mid-roll. Artorias. Artorias, let me heal. Screw it. Yeah. Thank you, Great Chaos Fireball. Artorias seems like the kind of guy to wear Haru Ura merch. Respectable. Don't throw goop at me. Oh my god. Let me get up. Oh my god! Artorias, please. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. It's gonna be okay. Everyone. Remember, Great Chaos Fireball. I did not mean to roll that direction. Always remember Great Chaos Fireball. It's always there for you. Except right now, because I don't have FP for it. But it's normally always there for you. I mean, it's Abyss Goop, so I imagine it'd be cold. No. I'm willing to do that for this. No, Artorias! Please don't. Die. That was stressful. That was stressful, everyone. Ooh, man. Defeated. Whew. Alright. Hello there. Anything to say?
Oh, still alive, are you?
I am still
Think of
alive.
anything that you might
Hello, welcome to the
need?
forest, Boopty Goop. Hello, welcome in. We're doing a charity stream for Gamers Outreach today. So if you want to donate, feel free. If not, just hang out.
Did you really slay Knight Artorias?
Yeah, I did, because I'm awesome.
I'd heard the Abyss found him first, but even still, that's absolutely treacherous. Yes, magnificently so.
What's so funny?
Believe it or not, Ulusil has brought the Abyss upon itself, fooled by that toothy serpent. They upturned the grave of primeval man and incited his ornery wrath.
Boss,
What could they have been thinking?
I'ma be honest.
To you and I, it's all ancient
I
history.
got no idea what you're talking
You have to
about.
ask yourself, does it really matter?
Okay. Well,
So long.
Yeah, see ya. That guy's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie, that guy's kind of weird. Oh, Rykard! It's all connected. It's all connected. It was Praetor Rykard the whole time. Huh? Why did that give me the purple... What? 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 Why are they tutorializing it this way? Okay. Need key, huh? Sounds fake. I don't think I need a key at all. Okay, it turns out I needed a key. Okay. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's get out of here. I got 60,000 souls to my name. I gotta get them out of here. I'm not sure what the snipping sounds are. It might be the shear plant guys doing some gardening. That was my first assumption. Better skedaddle. I'm hearing some ghoulish noises around here. I'm hearing some ghoulish noises. Excuse me, ghouls. Hello, ghoul. It's very nice to meet you. Excuse me? Hello? Hi. Oh, you're very Breacher. That's very Breacher, that person was. Oh, hey, it's Nikki Martin. Hi. How's it going today? The one and only Nikki Martin. I'm doing great. I think I'm kicking butt in this here DLC. Me when I smack. You ordered your hormones? Ooh. Huge day, honestly. I got called a fake trans girl again. It happened again. I was looking in the comments, like, I don't know how this keeps happening. I don't know how people keep thinking this about me. But who would fake being trans for clout? Generally speaking, in my experience, being trans gives me anti-clout, actually. I feel like I'd have more clout societally, broadly, if I wasn't trans. Unfortunately. But like, in the comments of my, it was the audio where I was a witch and I accidentally trans the listener's gender and also accidentally trans my own, right? I had someone in the comments really angrily calling me a poser. like really, really pissed off, saying I was a poser of some kind. In the huh? What? I'm not one of those either. I'm fairly certain it was about the trans thing. But as far as witch goes, to be clear, I was raised by a pair of Wiccans. Two of my 4 parents were Wiccans, so like, I think I've got it covered in that direction too. But no, I've literally had she passes too well, she must be cis. I've had people say that essentially word for word. And it's like, I don't know how to tell you this, but there's genuinely, like, in what world would a cis person do that? I mean, I guess, admittedly, there are some situations that have happened in the past with, like, cis women who call themselves trans women because they say they're like women in a queer way, but it just implies that trans women are less women than cis women when they do that, which is it's a whole thing. It's a transphobic thing. But like, I'm very clearly not doing that. Maybe it was a trans man. Maybe that was the situation. Because I was very much, you know, in that audio, trying to convey the idea that, first off, you don't need dysphoria to be trans. Second, a lot of people don't recognize dysphoria when they're feeling it. Like, I don't know, boss. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. What's the point in policing how someone else presents and refers to themselves? The giggler? Like, they're either saying that I'm a cis woman pretending to be trans, or they're saying that my ideas of transness are wrong because I support all people who wish to live a certain way. Which I do, to be clear. Like, well, that's just not, I can't see the chain. It is a mimic. It is a mimic. Alert, alert, alert. Hold on, is that the type of item that I think it is? Hold on, we gotta find it, we gotta find it. We gotta find it, we gotta use it immediately.
Very good.
Yes! Yes! We're putting it on the hotbar. We're putting it on the hotbar. I'm sure that'll cause no problems during a boss fight later or anything. Hmm?
Very good.
Thank you. Thank you. God. I really appreciate how supportive.
Very good.
I appreciate how supportive this item is, you know? It means a lot to me. You see, to my eyes, the bar for being trans is simply to want to be a gender that you were not assigned at birth. That's it. If you identify as a gender that does not align with what you were assigned at birth, or simply want to be one, You are trans. And I'm clarifying simply want to be one because a lot of people will say, well, I don't think I am XYZ. Trans people know they are XYZ. It's like, bestie, bestie, bestie. If you want to be a woman, you're a woman. If you want to be a man, you are a man. If you would be happier as neither, then you're neither. It's that simple, right? And with all of that in mind, obviously I would be very, very much in opposition to trans meds in all things. These guys love giggling. What? Rude. Don't laugh at me. No! The timing on the dodge for that is something I will have to learn. All my humanity's gone. All my humanity. What the heck? What the heckers? There we go. Yeah, so neo-pagan religions are complicated. There's a whole lot of discourse that could be had about them. They can be done in a lot of different ways. Yeah, the discourse is very much a part of it. What is my favorite animal? Fennec fox. It is 100% the fennec fox. Because, I mean, consider, little guy whose ears are as big as his whole head. Consider a little guy just like that. If you're not, like, picturing a little guy with those proportions right now, you need to be doing it. You need to be doing it. Picture a fox that is, like, slightly smaller than a cat with ears the size of its head. I think neo-pagans are neat, but I'm not a fan of when they try to tell me that's... Yeah. So, one of the big things with neo-paganism is that there's a huge variety of neo-pagan belief systems that are often co-opted from cultures to which the neo-pagan in question does not belong. And a lot of white supremacists tend to adopt specifically Norse iconography and also take up the identity of neo-pagan. So, you know, when you encounter someone who self-identifies as neo-pagan in any way, you've got like a 33% chance of meeting someone who is very stuck up, very convinced that their belief system is the correct way to believe in XYZ while ignoring the culture behind it. You have like a 33% chance of just meeting a straight up Nazi. Higher chance if they're doing like Norse and that sort of belief to base it around. Or a 33% chance of someone who has like a personal belief system that they're really chill about. And maybe just places a higher value on connection with nature. It can go any number of ways. Thankfully, I would like to think that my parents were generally in the more chill demographic. They were strongly of the belief that things in the world are connected, and that we are connected to the world. And generally, it was, like, not really anything that I believed in, okay? I had the interesting experience where on my dad's side, both of my parents on that side were neo-pagans, right? They considered themselves Wiccans. On my mother's side were Christians, okay? And that's something. and so the collective, like, agreed upon rule between all my parents was that none of them would actively try to convince my sister or myself of their beliefs. Okay? So none of the pagan beliefs were forced onto me. None of the Christian beliefs were forced onto me. It was a collective decision by the parents that they would not try to push religion on me or my sister, and would only just teach what we ask for, right? So if we expressed an interest, then they could engage. But if not, then they do nothing, okay? Which I think is a pretty solid way of handling it, all things considered. Okay, I'm just back here now. Still got a little messy every now and then, but overall, worked out pretty well, I would say. No. Here we go. Okay. And so I did go to church a couple times, actually. Just to see what it was about. Decided it wasn't for me, and I didn't believe in it. I decided to practice meditation, and specifically the type of meditation and mindfulness that my parents on my dad's side practiced. And I actually do still do that to this day. I don't believe in any of that from a spiritual standpoint. It has not worked into my religious beliefs. I consider myself to be an atheist. But I gotta admit, those meditations, just on their own, like, it's a great method for mindfulness and for centering yourself and dealing with all of the nonsense in life. And that has nothing to do with any kind of religion or spirituality, and just a matter of, hey, if you, like, take the deliberate time to center yourself like this, it'll do good things for you. So that's kind of where I ended up. the Christianity didn't really filter into my beliefs at all. And admittedly, like, my mother and stepfather, who were the Christian ones, are no longer that. They stopped being that. What's the durability at? 272? Our church was one of the more accepting ones in the area. But I don't know if my mother ever really believed in it in a spiritual sense, but she placed value on the community that she had there. Until after enough time with a trans daughter, she started to feel like that community wasn't really doing what it said it was supposed to be. It's not that the church was actively hostile to me, it wasn't. This particular church was the first church, this was the first church in my hometown to allow gay people to join. That's the bar we're talking about, okay? And it was a contentious vote. I was alive when that vote happened. I was in high school when that vote happened. And this was the first church in my hometown that was willing to accept queer people becoming members of the church. Yeah. And they definitely, like, they tried to do a few things that were genuinely helpful. Like, I mentioned I started a GSA when I was in high school. That's a Gay Straight Alliance. It's a type of school club where queer kids are meant to feel safe. That's the basic idea behind it. And this church did let us use their space as a venue for events and stuff. Like, we had a GSA Halloween party at one point, and they let us use their space and their tables to have a little pizza party outside of the school. And like that sort of thing. That was really nice. I will admit, that was a good thing they did. But there was just a point later on. This was, I think towards the end of my time in college, I had a conversation with my mother where she started talking about how she felt like this church was on its face accepting and maybe willing to do a couple little things, but not really, as a whole, willing to go out of its way to make a difference in a way that she wanted to and would expect of this church, right? And that became progressively more clear to her during her time as the parent of a trans daughter. Where she was like, there are all these things wrong in the world right now. And a lot of things that the church can actively help on, but is not. Oh my god. That she eventually stopped going and stopped feeling connected to it. Yeah, my mother is amazing. I've talked about how this small town that I grew up in was a horrible place for me. That I absolutely could not stand it there, that I was treated awfully by so many people there. My mother still lives there. She does. And I do come visit her every now and then. I don't go wandering around the town because I don't feel safe there. I go visit her every now and then. And she's made the deliberate choice to keep living there. Oh my god. Okay. And she's told me about this. She's talked to me about this. She made the choice to keep living there because she wants to make a difference. Because she feels like, as a straight white woman who is like the very picture of, you know, American family values or whatever, she has decided that she wants to make use of her position to try and make things marginally better there, you know? Which is why she works at a library, actually. She works at the public library in this town. And one of the biggest things that she is always, always, always pushing for is stocking queer literature. She's regularly asking me for recommendations of queer books and books written by queer people about queer people of all kinds that I enjoyed, so that she can put those on the order list and get them into the library. And actively advocating for those things being on the shelf and being supported and allowed. Oh my god! Oh my Jesus Christ. So she's awesome. I love my mom so much, and I have so much respect for her as a person. And I love what she's trying to do. And I will admit, in the time since I've been gone, that town has gotten better. There's still plenty wrong with it. But this is a town that, in my father's lifetime, was still trying to work past the anti-Irish racism. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even joking. As the descendant of Irish immigrants, as my father being the direct son of Irish immigrants, oh my god, were some of the older folks there so awful to him. Like, oh my god. My great-grandpa on my mother's side was opposed to my mother marrying my dad because he was Irish. Like, legitimately. Actually. That was a real thing that happened. So, in my lifetime, when I was like in elementary school, a family moved in a few houses down. They were a black family. They were lovely people. Their daughter was good friends with my older sister. But oh my god, some of our neighbors were so suspicious of them for no reason. In my entire, like, 800-ish student graduating class, there were 6 black kids. 6 of them. I could count all of them directly. And I bring all this up because it's still pretty bad there. But things have genuinely gotten better. In my lifetime, seeing, you know, the work that my mother has done, that a ton of people have done, that time has done just through exposure and more people, it has improved. It's still bad. I'm not gonna say it's not still bad, because it's still terrible. But like a trans woman and her daughter moved into the neighborhood that my mother lives in. And they have a nice cozy house, and they're wonderful people. And well, back when I lived there, being trans was a thing you would get beaten by strangers about. And that's not happening anymore. At least not as much. The town is still as white as paper, but it's getting there. And I hate to talk about incremental change, because I do think it would be a lot nicer if bigger changes could happen faster. But there's been genuine progress in that little town. And I think that is a good thing. And I think it's worth being happy over, right? I still do not ever want to stay there for any long amount of period ever again, because God help me. But progress happens, change happens. How can people not think of themselves as evil when doing things like that? Oh, ooh. I couldn't tell you, boss. As someone who was, for a long time, the victim of transphobic violence, I couldn't tell you. I know some people thought it was for my own good. And some people just wanted to hurt me and knew I was an acceptable target in that town. Oh, hi. Guys, it's kind of scary down here. It's kind of scary down here. I don't like it. It's dark. Do I need to put on the sunlight maggot thing again? It's too spooky. It's too spooky. I can't handle it. We're in the chasm of the abyss. You ever been to the chasm of the abyss before? It's a scary place. Here. Okay. But yeah, I'm happy to see the changes that have happened. It's not enough to make me feel comfortable there. I have too much trauma wrapped up in that place. Too much awful history. But it makes me happy to know that change... It makes me happy to know that change is happening. Am I high? Huh? Hello, Kibby? Goodbye. Can I eat that? Oh god, it's a family. Ah! They all just walking into the abyss. What? No. Guys. Where are we going? Hello? Elevator. I didn't touch the cat. Okay. The family, I'll admit, but I did not touch the cat. That is slander. Royal Wood. Oh, this is that bridge that, that Calamite burned, isn't it? Okay. Oh? Hi.
You. Is that not the soul of the man who fell on this spot? He was a dear friend. I wish to pay proper respect with that soul. Would you be willing to part with it?
Absolutely.
Thank you. You are very kind. Please take this. I no longer need it. May the Lord guide thee.
Yo. Some nice swords. Well, it's very nice to meet you, miss. You know what? Maybe we reverse our hollowing. And then, do you know what we do? Maybe we pop a humanity. And we kindle this, just a tiny bit. Just do a little kindle. Yeah, I think. Well, I didn't give her my soul. I gave her her dead boyfriend's soul, which I think is a reasonable thing to do, actually. I think, to me, the reason people do these things. Wait. Huh? Didn't this... Wrong elevator. No. Oh. There we go. Alright, well, you have a lovely sleep, Polykraken. I'm finding this a very interesting dichotomy. We had so many donations in the first stream. We have had none today. Maybe 1,500 is too ambitious. You're welcome to prove me wrong. Y'all just went so hard in the first one. No, I get it. Goodbye. I had a feeling that was what happened, or something like it. Wasn't the cat over here? Uh-huh. We're learning lessons. We're learning lessons, okay? Learning many things about running a charity stream. Chronos tend to be heaviest at either end. Doggy. Sif. Sif. Doggy. No, to be clear, 575 is still a ton. That's still so much that we've done. I've never run a charity stream before, so I was like, well, if we made it that far in the first one, surely. Doggy. Oh, doggy. Excuse me. Pardon me, just passing through. Y'all, I think, you know, I might be crazy. The abyss is, it's kind of dark. Did you know that? It's kind of dark in the abyss. Black flame. Ooh. Well, that sounds useful. Okay. I guess now I follow where that gem was. Could someone turn on the light? I think the lights are on. It's just the bulb is like very, very far away and high up. So I don't know how much good it's gonna do. Okay. This way. Here we go, everyone. Here we go. Just gotta keep... That's a fog wall. I get the funny feeling there might be a boss fight up here. Weebo! Thank you for the gifted subs, Weebo. It's very kind of you. Are my donation notice off? They are displaying at the top left. They don't make an actual noise, though, unfortunately. Also, wow, that is a loud car. Thank you, White Wolf and Dragon Obscuritas, by the way. Thank you so much. Sif. I'm human, am I not? Where's Sif? Where's Sif? Where Doggy? In the arena, okay. We must summon Doggy. Yeah, there's no obligation to donate if it's not, you know, financially feasible for you. Absolutely do not donate if you can't afford it. But if you can chuck a couple bucks, that's amazing. Hi. Your name is Manus, right? You also look like you belong in Bloodborne. Doggy summon. Where Doggy summon? I need Doggy. I see the summon sign. Doggy! Doggy, I'm on my way. Alright, Sif. Alright, Sif. It's me and you, doggy. Great Chaos Fireball does not do a lot to you. Ooh, okay, that's a lot, that's a lot, that's a lot. Weesh. Sif? Sif, you have to help me. You have to help me. Oh my goodness, raid? We got raiders? Hello, hi. Hello, hi there. Hello, 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 hello. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. From Finley Fish. Finley Fish. Hello, hello, hi. Let me give you a shout out real quick. Hi there. Well, what were y'all up to? Very happy to have you here. We are playing some Dark Souls 1 for charity today. We are streaming for Gamers Outreach. Oh, you are also streaming for Gamers Outreach. That tracks, that tracks. I'm doing pretty good. I will warn you, we are actually closing in on when I normally end my streams. So we might end up raiding out again in like 10-ish minutes. But I have been having a lovely day myself. This has been a really fun stream. This is actually my first time playing through original Dark Souls. And... Huh? What? Sizzle? Oh, this is a real person. "100% this is a real person. Oh god. Oh god. I'm locking in. I'm locking in right now. No! That... the reach? Don't seem right to me. That does not seem right to me. Well. There go all of the souls that I took into that boss fight. You hate to see it. But yeah, I've been having a great time. This SummerSlam is my first charity event that I've ever been a part of, and I'm super proud of my community, honestly. Like the fact that we've hit 600 already is genuinely insane. I'm very proud of us. So what were you playing today? How are you summer slamming it? What was today's game? Pardon me, just passing through. Mega Man 3. Were you playing that today, or is that just something you've played in the past? I've actually never played a Mega Man game. See, here's a fun fact about me when it comes to. I've heard things about Mega Man. I've just not played it myself. The thing with me and like rage in games and in the like Souls likes is what especially because I've played a ton of Souls likes. I've played a lot of the more recent Souls games and like Elden Ring and all of that. Oh right, I'm not human, so I can't summon dog. I've messed up. Messed up real bad. Okay. You can put the hand away. Where am I supposed to dodge that? Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Stay calm, everyone. Stay calm. Stay calm. But my first Souls game was Bloodborne, actually. Ow. And I played that in high school. And I, at the time, did not handle defeat quite so well. Oh god. And it was in fact to the point where I died so many times to Cleric Beast in Bloodborne that I actively started crying and could not stand to play the game. Well, that's just rude. Yeah, Bloodborne made me cry. And I could not play it for a long time. Until eventually I had a conversation with a friend who taught me the ways of accepting defeat and focusing on learning. You know, you've lost the fight, but you've learned something, so it's okay. And once I adopted that mindset, suddenly, losing in Souls game didn't hurt as bad. And I still get grumpy sometimes, if I get stuck on something for ages, sure. But it's nowhere near as bad. I keep mistiming that. What? Nope. Okay, close. We can do this, definitely. But you take it as a learning experience, and suddenly it's not as bad, and That is very much what I learned by playing Bloodborne. And I apply it to well, all subsequent Souls games. You know? And now, I can't get enough. You sent me a surprise on Tumblr, Nikki. Nikki, what did you? I'm very interested in seeing, but I'm streaming right now. I gotta focus. I gotta focus on what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. And I'm gonna be honest. In that initial Bloodborne playthrough, once I received the adrenaline high of my first time killing Cleric Beast, like, it like clicked in my head and I became addicted to the feeling. And so now, after I beat Bloodborne, I beat Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring so many times. I did Bloodborne challenge runs for a while, actually. And I have the Platinum Trophy for Elden Ring. I played Neo 2 a bunch. I played Night Rain, which a lot of people have opinions on. Recently, I've been really into Wolong. I've beaten that game a couple times, as well as the DLC. The DLC for Wolong is, like, hard as nails. What runs did I do? Just deathless runs. I was very much not skilled enough to do hitless, but I pretty regularly did deathless runs of Bloodborne for a while. I absolutely could not do it again right now. I totally could not. I would get my butt kicked. Dog, where are you? There's Dog. Ow. Dog, help! I am actually thinking with Bloodborne, right? Or with Elden Ring when we get to it. Because I've played so much Elden Ring and played it much more recently than Bloodborne, I am thinking of doing something. Okay. Well, ain't that something? I am thinking of doing something kind of special for Elden Ring when we get to it. Which is that I'm going to do a all bosses region lock when we get to Elden Ring, okay? Because if we don't do that, I will finish it in no time. If we don't do some kind of gimmick to make things more inconvenient for me, it will be done in, like, 2 weeks of streams, at most.
Put some.
Do you sell humanity? Yes, you do. Okay.
So long.
So I was thinking of either doing spirit summons only, but that would be asking a lot from me.
Put some.
You know, I'm not bad at the game, but like,
So long.
that's asking a bit much. But I think an all bosses region lock should be pretty fun. I think it should be enjoyable, at least for the base game. I have actually never beaten Promised Consort Radahn in the DLC. That is something I've never done. So we will probably play the DLC normally, but prior to that, yeah. For those unaware, a region lock run means that once you have entered an area, you cannot leave it until you've killed every single boss in that area. Oh! So I just got... That was a straight up gun. That spell was just straight up a gun. Yeah, the way a region lock works is once you have entered an area, you can't leave it until you've killed every boss in that area. With the exception of, like, backtracking to previous areas. You can still go back to a previous area to grab things that you might have missed or whatever. But you can't move to the next area until you've killed every boss you can physically reach in that area. Which means that, like... Because some of them are locked off until certain story bits and that sort of thing. We're talking all bosses. We're talking all of them. Uh-huh. Yeah, we're gonna do the caves and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna take ages. It's gonna take so long. We're gonna be doing every single boss. And I'm not gonna be able to do my usual favorite thing of going straight into Caelid right off the bat to get Moonveil. I've killed the Magma Worm guarding Moonveil so many times. It's ridiculous. Right, so I forgot to actually pop the humanity before I came in here, so I guess I'm doing this myself. Which is gonna be fine and easy, actually, so. I can beat Manus myself, Sif. Ow. Manus thinks he's got hands. I got hands. Oh god. Not this. Okay, give me a sec, Manus. Thank you. Yeah, that move's fine. That move's fine. That move is so fine. This move? Less fine. What are you supposed to do about that? Ow. Okay, so you can't roll into that. Good to know. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You need to get right up close to him. You know what? Maybe I'll just hit him right now. The solution to Manus? Base tanking. Oh, hey. You doing okay? Dusk? Dusk? Okay. I'm gonna rest at the bonfire real quick. Dusk. But how can I help her? Alright, well, we'll figure that out later. For now, this is where we're gonna have to end the stream. Big stretch. I'm doing a big stretch. I'm thinking I'm gonna go for some lunch after this. I think that's my plan. This was a wonderful time. Thank you all so much for being here. I really enjoyed doing these charity streams. I really enjoyed this. I'm really happy to be doing some good. I'm really happy that we all get to, you know, make a difference together. Now, let's see if anyone else in this here SummerSlam... Flora Memori's live. I love Flora. Let's go say hi. Okay? Let's go pay a visit. Onwards, my friends. Onwards. She's not been streaming long, so this is great. You get to drop in right away. There's an art stream going. It'll be great, my lovelies. So we are rolling out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.